Osofo.
Senior.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Na Angel, where are you?
Oh, Minjai.
So what is happening?
Good evening to your wonderful viewers. Before I answer your question, I want to say this. Any day, any time, if there's any nonsense going on in this country, I will rise and talk. I will keep shouting. I'll keep pointing the mistakes. If you're a politician, it is your responsibility to either like me or hate me because you don't fit me. And until we begin to do that, we can never, ever save this country. I am not afraid. I am not worried. I am not perturbed. I am not disturbed. I am a happy man. I am enjoying my family. And the 30 days they say I should stay home. Thank God, man. Charlie, many beji bruta.
Oh, they say stay home for 30 days?
Yes, 1 month. Now,
but Captain, are you not a member of the management of Angel?
Well, I am the director of operations for ABN.
ABL is what?
ABN is Angel Broadcasting Network.
Okay.
Yes.
How many radio stations in there?
We have more than 20.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yes.
And you are operations manager for all of these radio stations?
Director of operations, yes.
Director of operations for all of that?
For ABN, yes. I was home yesterday after my birthday bash on the radio and TV. The CEO called me.
Who's the CEO, by the way?
Bronzy.
Okay. Bronzy is a nickname. What's his name?
I think Champo.
Okay, Mr. Champo.
Yes. Called me that he has something to tell me. And then he started talking. There's so much pressure coming from left, center, right on the founder and president and blah, blah, blah. So he wants me to call the president.
He wants you to call the president?
Yes, the president. I mean our founder and president.
Oh, your founder. Okay. Angel Dr. Kwesi Otin.
Kweku Otin.
Kweku Otin. Okay.
But I shouldn't let him know that he asked me to call him. I said, what's happening?
This is getting interesting.
So I told him on the phone that the night before yesterday, na many information saying Microphobia share or coffee shop or a plan with some people already.
Coffee shop here,
oh, massa.
Laboni coffee shop.
Exactly. I mean, Captain Smart is becoming too loud. He's making some people unpopular. He's making this unpopular. He's doing that and that. A whole lot of things. So yesterday on air, I said that, look, if today, Kweku Otin says, Captain, means me no praise God, I will leave. Because I am not a lazy person. Yes, my brain works, Papa. And I'm afraid, Doc.
Doc is Kweku Otin.
Yes, that's right. It's Crawford friend who are buying their church on the letters from Ghana Revenue Authority, GRA4 Tata no Nina is because Yeseme Kasadodo. I'm saying
GRA4 Tata so on the one sika na.
Well, I don't know. These are the things he said.
That's what he said.
Yes.
All because I say Captain Smart Kasadodo.
Yes. I'm saying at the end also. Ya catch and say, me say, seven. Nana don't Dr. Baumiani Alancha Martini IGP. Omu Jimmy for. Now me say, on air. No, say yes, you said it on air. I'm so penny. Met me can be a warrior. But to go to that extent, to say that the president of the land, the vice, the IGP, and Alan Chamatin, Jimmy Ford. No. If you can provide me with the evidence, I will apologize to the world and resign from your company.
But your shows are recorded.
I mean, they are on Facebook Live. Conversation, of course, one or can say, and nam sa pressure into no. Send ye point Juma. Obepe say, anka. Ben tweme ho kakra na ade no mudwa pressure na ye dem man no ba forma. I'm so okay if that is what is going to help you, because I'm just one individual or you have this whole lot of companies. If Captain Smart alone would bring your company down, why not? I'll do that for you. It's Enemy Kwaduma started the show. After the intro, Then he called, said, pressure samba biom.
So now start it.
Mr. T show no.
You call it
Anopa Bofo.
Anopa Bofo, yes.
Until no, I'm so okay. And we nya
At about what time in Ofrel? Because 5:30 they are how much?
No, me started 5:30. 5, I think 7 minutes after 6 in the morning. And Ofrel. I'm so okay, senior. Let's know.
Why in Ofrel?
Dr. Kokote.
Onwankasa. Seseng.
Say in common I born and run any idea no or can say can maintain and then I'm saying no, you said let me work today. No, since I'm communication when you call classes here, it's okay. Senior, let me drop this.
Oh, so you had to stop the show?
Yes, so I did.
But you have news at 6.
Yes.
So this is after the news?
That's before the news ended.
Before the news? Oh, so the news was going on when he spoke to you?
And then I said, okay.
So did you go back after the news to
No, I
sign
did
off?
not. So the other team members had to continue and then that's it. So he told me he sent the general manager of 1029, that's Kojo Dixon, to bring me a letter. Yesterday around 10:49 thereabout, I saw my brother calling. He said he has something for me. I said, what do you have for me? He said, I've been asked to bring you a letter. I said, letter at this time? I will not be allowed to step out. If it is about me stepping out for some time, I just spoke to doctor, so there's no need for that letter. I saw him, took a shot of it, sent it to me on WhatsApp, and that's it.
What is in the letter?
Well, the letter says that I've been too hard on Nanado, the vice president.
In the letter?
In the letter. I mean, they said I've been using some harsh words on the president and the vice president and then the IGP, and that he's called me on several occasions to stop those things and I'm not stopping and all that. And for that matter, I should proceed on suspension for 1 month and then after 1 month I resume. So they gave a date that's today, and then next month, 4th
June.
4th June.
You're supposed to resume on the 4th of June.
That's what the letter says.
So technically it's a suspension.
That's what the letter says.
For assets where using unprintable words against high profile
according
public
to the
officials.
letter.
Okay, but what has been the focus of your morning show by the last?
You see, I have decided. You did Faber also this evening.
Yes, yes.
You just did Faber also.
Yes. That's what you call Faber also.
Yes.
We call it the editorial.
Yes. Faber also is facing the reality all other broadcasters are afraid to talk about.
No holds barred.
No. You pick the issue, you research, you call people with brains to feed you with the needed information so you can also give it out. Sometimes.
And it's called Faber also.
Faber also.
And it's every day?
It's Mondays and Wednesdays.
What time?
From 8:30.
Oh, okay. So Monday, 8:30, Faber also is. So the traffic is coming there?
Yes.
The whole Facebook traffic is coming there?
It's always there. Mondays and Wednesdays. Then I have the Adom-Otchere. The show is Anopa Bofo. Then we have the Morning Fire, the Adom-Otchere. Right after the news, you throw some small fire.
Against who, the fire?
No, I mean, issues happening. And this whole thing is CNO was about, from Galamsey, and then to Yeka Yedie as of mine.
Oh, the national debt, yes.
Yes, and it started from the IGP.
Why?
You remember saying that you police photo by heart. Yes, bullion van, police need to be about to only bulletproof. Police need them heart yekuno. And I was like, really? We live in a country, 21st century, and police officers are sitting in bullion vans with this long-wheeled weapons. Say, police in any two or the shed door in chain say, no was out to door. It is say, Obi nipa boni bi even want to attack them. The edi kind of can movie no, as I say, Obi a door no, and so what you do no, na baby I would tea. By then I'll bet to be credit. By the time I'll bet you to no crano. Then the panaku.
Yeah.
It drew time I say you jaisa. And I said it and I will repeat.
So you are talking about the arrangement of the police people when they are on patrol.
Exactly.
You think they should hold a gun themselves, a small gun?
I mean, they should have some side arms. That makes it easier for them.
Why were you blaming the IGP for that?
But who is in charge?
Okay, he is, yeah, of course.
He is. And I said that, look, Why not careful about the West IGP? Because he had already gone on radio, promised that you had 2 police in Fakatuem.
Yes.
Akatuane by.
I don't know.
Amma.
Oh, you're sure about that?
Amala.
We'll check here.
Amma. Till today, ask the police
We'll check your
officers.
Ministry of Finance.
Oh, am I? I will not sit on this huge platform.
Okay. Inti ambano.
And then I said that, look, IG, why you careful? Over the West IG. Then somebody from somewhere calls me and say that on man pennyphobia, or me penny for protection. A man will say you need to keep quiet. And I said, me, keeping quiet. Now I'm sure innocent police officers. Yabubo mutu, they don't sleep. They are the people to protect us. And they are being killed like Nkoko. And you want me to keep quiet? I would not.
Okay, so this Faber also is focused on the security of the police.
This one was. It talks about a host of other issues. You know, this one was on security, and then about Galamsey. I said that Galamsey is going on in Chebi. It's still going on there. And I said that if Nanado, my president, I admire so much, if he really want to paint a very beautiful picture that he's really on against the fight against Galamsey, he should stop the Galamsey in the one room. And I will say it again. Did
you show videos of the Galamsey?
Oh, I did.
So you showed videos?
I did. So
you have the videos?
I did.
And so the videos show that this is Chebi?
So Galamsey.
Not Esiakwa, not Achim Kutuku, not Swedro.
When you say, everybody knows. My team members were invited by some chiefs. And I said that, look, Galamsey in Ijaya, stop Ukromu. And I will say it again, Anado.
No,
if you are indeed
do you have evidence
watching me, I am saying that
he may not be watching
Galamsey in Ijaya, stop Ukromu Galamsey first.
Okay, but do you have evidence that
have you been there before?
I've been to Chebi before, yes.
When?
Oh, it's been a while. I went to a funeral there the last time.
Kwachina?
Oh,
I mean, Chebi is not as huge as Accra. Yes.
So you have the evidence of that. So you made the point about the presence. No munjai, onhe no munjai Galamsey no me on the
chrome.
No munjai na ebejai Ghana there no.
One who said the tier say, and penny force your bottom free fee. Yes, but then if you shall say would fee. It is
say the presence no. Ejuma no a policy work. A broad
kakra. If you have a policy, and the policy out what they ban. Say you are the bonia, na ebi cost will baby, what tiny baby, I will free. That's a policy no, and then baby fufra. What person I'm saying?
There be someone there, Obu amai, abai no Obu amai ni na.
Chebi kanwana.
Chebi kan. Enti no, so could jai Chebi dear Galamsey no. Nese we enjai Kentin Chrono dear na.
Debi
yenka koka se hwe na na akufado we jai ni chrome dear o mama ne jai. Kentin Chrono den dear koso a. Na no so beka ne se.
Debi ensuo ba ko pe de di bube e Ghana. Say achimkwa onum brimu. Brimu na yeden. Won ko brimu nani. Won say the brimu.
Matthias say, but seminar
said you see,
that's what personalizing.
No, I'm not personalizing. I am saying that you want near man getting ketibi we are say say a koso na a bibo na hoa. As I said, what should say? A yenim gracia cry.
Intika on this one our presence na 7 hour presence na sa one of feature bia. Na Galamsey ko be bia. Inka den be fa IGP ni so on ko Chebi Hong Kong no dey na say.
Before soldier for no be call other places no na ka ho de na jai dada one who said here
oh dey no soldier for na say osman mo ko ho
Paul say we are the president of this phone, assuming this phone is a country. Now the corruption index we krum ye 85%. We bet me akojino obi and the krum there 2% one ka chance corruption.
So how they need jurisdiction ho.
Assuming say you invite us kokasa ho.
E say kokasa no chance o jurisdiction.
Exactly.
But jurisdiction now Ghana na Ghana man nyina jurisdiction ya de kro na ko ba bia. In say Galamsey and let's say 15 villages identify, 12 rivers identify. Yeah, policy no to clear all the 12 rivers. Yeah, isolated Chebi say me free hunt me nyan ntem.
No, you see, this is the problem. This is the major problem we're facing. Okay? So we will fear that or how we will fear. If you know how no. As I said, you solve it if you know how no and tem. But say a quiet say a course wo baby and ye mfa nidie emma president ote akonwa so. Say waka say yinjai na ono awon a ewo ne krom no. Na say one of the newspapers they ba say enye Ghana from Pobium na eye galamsey no. Eye one free Guinea, Malians and blah blah blah.
Okay, so your problem of your fight.
That was one. And then the third one was on Ghana Yekaya Idea. Let me read something.
Yekaya Idea. And also now President Assembly and I said Finance Minister now Dr. Baumia.
Mamin Kaya Divin.
Okay, so you're still watching Good Evening Ghana.
We are the Public Debt Statistical Bulletin 2020 prepared by the Treasury and Debt Management Division of the Ministry of Finance Ghana. Okay.
Camera.
Paul, are you ready?
Yes.
See. Gross public debt as at the end of December 2020 stood at 291.63 billion Ghana cedis. And that is $50.83 billion, representing 76.1% of GDP, and an increase of 33.6% compared to the stock in 2019. The public debt, as at the end of 2020, comprises external debt of 141.80 billion Ghana cedis, and that's 24.7 billion. 37% of GDP, and domestic debt of 149.83 billion. That's $26.1 billion, representing 39.1%. The total stock, blah, 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 blah. I can forward it up to you.
Yes,
when you read this,
this is the national debt.
Yes, it tells you
the concerns about the national debt.
It tells you that the domestic debt alone represents 76.1% of our GDP.
Yeah, that is owed to the banks in Ghana and other domestic, if you like, books.
And you think it's not a worrying trend?
No, it is. I'm just asking what you did with that.
So I said this, that during Mahama's time, Mayor, one of the people, I was very critical about how the economy was managed under John Dramani Mahama. It do, baby, no. Na mi kofi kura na msuru. Yes, we have Faber was on a sana. I had a jet to a tour. Ntina no she.
Sometimes some can now Adom-Otchere.
No, Adom-Otchere. A do baby crana management to me for catch was wood for and then they're not no shoe. I'm saying Ghana first. I don't have any other country apart from this country. That time now a 69%
of GDP.
Of GDP. As if say Ghana every year. Now it's 76. Then I said at that time, me kaya some Mahama bon.
Okay, some Mahama bon.
Because we GDP na we can see we are seeing now bom we. Let's say we see can yet can say ya.
When say mudu kakra.
Ne mudu. Then it is a sanity here there. And the Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. Say now catch and say we ba wo mo be say. Yeah, Bobby say by heart to say the
about smart borrowings.
Wumbo Bobby say by heart. Men are now at a grassy one of smart borrowing, no matter. Just a woman Bobby say by heart. That's the way to me, Bobby say somebody here, woman. Our Ghana, her banks, a Kanko, our dear, 76.1% of our GDP there. And then one more time, Mahama.
Ah, Sana Kai.
Yes. And you see, senior.
Now, I'm say be a COVID-19, be a baby sana. COVID-19 say na ye say ko ba betina fie say workers ba betina fie na etua won ka
COVID
we are ye mom to
but your worker be na kwetena fie won ye umadi no
there be see you be edi
na why
workers say COVID lockdown time so
lockdown we be say even private sector ni pa do kwetena fie
private sector dey mu yin crofo edi aban dey when you be
na say aban no taxes no ye jai tua
taxes dey be why ye jai tua
taxes anka say ye tua ni na ye jai tua
e bit say petrol and cost
check Ghana revenue na debi na say
Ghana revenue authority dey na ma check ICOMS no and this are dey
check it Paul check it
ma check
petrol and cost aya na say petrol
and cost samre no
enti adin say debi afi bi say petrol cost
debi the American say COVID time no you say we Ghana post akotena fie wotena fie cry betua ka yitua onka Wo fie no so.
E bi ko na bi ba o.
Lockdown dey new bia lockdown proper
lockdown dey say na ko lockdown.
Obi akọ fie satan no wo fie. Na nsuo a wobetua ka no water utilities no so. Wakotena fie na yesen tua o ka na ban se mentua utilities. Nti na maka na kosoro kakra. Ana kapsi. Making se me yedma o ECG a yes Paul Adom-Otchere yedma o ECG ko tena fie empesa oba yare covid aba empesa obi aba yare nti ko tena fie wa ko tena fie ne yetua o ebia 1000 cedis 1000 cedis ye be san de ama 1000 e de ma me de ma me a me yimu 200 tua water yes water ne me ne ntua o de tena fie ne fa water ne free se sa ne me be ma
won wa no mu use Ghana water nsu ne
omu use Ghana water nsu just a borehole for na
ono onye dey
I sound on kwa na ono
you see Paul this is what I'm talking about.
What I'm saying is COVID no entity my debt no cost look
and if we are not careful we'll be singing certain songs any dancing mood and it is very critical on us as journalists to stand for this country not our personal interest.
Correct.
Look, if you look at the trend that Africa leadership in Africa echoes is our own. Mark my words. The next 10 years ahead of us, if this is how we're going to manage Africa, Africa cannot contain the African.
Say,
Share. People say, now we are churning out 275,000 graduates a year. What's the plan for them?
No,
what's the plan? Paul, somebody should tell me.
Assemble.
And
it requires a national conversation.
No, you hold on.
Yeah.
275,000 graduates, university graduates a year. So if you pick 2019, just 2019, 2020, it's 275,000 times 2 plus 2.
500,000.
500,000.
More.
Then you come to 2021. This is what we're talking about. That the African youth is not a foolish person. The African youth has got a brain. The problem of the African youth is that the leadership is not helping the African youth. Leadership is supposed to create hope.
Since when? Since forever.
Doesn't matter since forever. When you were born, if it is forever, you should have still been a baby. But you are now called Mr.
Because the African youth are and the lack of hope for the African youth, is it a perennial African problem?
Do we always have to sit down and say that is the problem of the old, so no solution?
No, I'm saying that it calls for a national conversation.
The national national conversation, we've had it over and over and over and over and over. And you're sitting here, Paul, you know very well. Every government comes to say, I've created jobs for the youth. I've done this for the youth. Where?
So solution in there.
The solution is that we need quality leadership.
Great. Super. How do we get them?
Oh, Sydia. Are you sure they are not aware?
No, but how do we get them?
Are you sure they are not aware?
So
when you have a vice presidential candidate who stand before the entire country and tell you that 2 years into the Nanado I voted for.
When?
2020 elections.
I've
said it on radio.
And to 2016, man, that's 2020.
I have said it on radio.
And then 2020, Utumano.
Oh, I didn't say that I meant Utumano. I voted for
so Utumano there, and you are passing a correct verdict on his first 4 years.
That is why I'm saying that. SSN ni pebiti asiyese, and yes, I'm time Paul. Into the mechanism. If I love you and I truly love you from here, I should be able to correct you and let you know that Paul. Baby, I will quay.
A be hard
dream.
Now, Captain, December, wako to Obama Pape endorsing his first 4 years. May, was wabon.
Ohene. Into me baneo. Me tia school fees and ra. Me tia school fees and ra. Na and then me ba fi. Na wo ma me aka chem se wa fa bo e de abobo TV wo fie woni na ntima menka.
Obekana a short. Generally to me, then realization the buyout me who
you see, and only a problem I go Africa. There's no short time in governance. Every time counts.
Okay.
And I am waiting to see a day my hometown chief will not go begging for my road to be constructed. I am waiting to see one day one Ghana where Captain Smart can wake up at dawn and there's still light. I am waiting to see one day a Ghana where people will not queue just for a bottle of water. I am waiting to see one day Chinese will not take over Ghana, that our water river bodies are destroyed, left, center, right. They give us poison and they take our cocoa away. I want to wake up one day and see a Ghana that the teeming youth around We're not going to have...
You want to see a Ghana beyond aid?
It is not about the aid. You can't live without aid. Sitting here as a host, people are helping you. That is aid. Nobody under the sun can ever live without aid. But you cannot live without your brain. So we need to make sure our brains are functioning properly.
These are the things you said on Fabio also when you say that.
And
you stand by them. And you are making...
I'll keep saying them.
But...
I can be sacked tomorrow.
Obia born is this something that you think we should continue?
And what is wrong with that?
Oh, that's casting...
It's not casting anything. Incompetent,
Incompetent.
What wrong?
Nichi say untimi nya adwuma.
David.
Untimi nya adwuma na ide ama no.
I know you brofu twi da woka no. If you are not clever, nichi say.
Say unya clever.
What wrong?
Nichi say untimi.
Unya clever what wrong? Obi oye incompetent no onya clever.
Is it say no?
And these are the things that the African leader,
as a senior reporter, if you want to confront the government, Dr. Baumia,
I will never confront
them
Baumia
with this information.
Listen,
and they sort of
can I tell you something?
But we all interviewing that. I think you may have.
Once, it was just about 10-15 minutes when I was on Adom.
Okay.
He came to Joy and then just passed through the studio. Paul, you do something.
Yes.
The last thing I would ever do is to insult Nanado.
Yes.
The last thing
you will never do that.
The last thing I would ever do is to insult Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia. I was not trained up that way. But the last thing I would not do is to sit down for the Ghanaian youth to keep on suffering. I would not.
That's correct. Until you use your powers of advocacy. Some way advocates.
And I have said it
advocacy to do that
over and over again, and I will repeat. Look, say Ghana on my way. Ye hear moja, obi moja, and ye de work Ghana pania. Ebe mo manya ye ya. Se si ye between ya metwimi moja mfako. Ghana must go beyond where we are today. Are you happy that
what's the next steps?
No, you see, the next step is that ye media no. Say ye sorry abai bia be na juma. Not about Nanado's government. Not about the next government to come and come. It's about media and then sorry. Say adiwe enye. And the first thing we did.
The American media, sorry, I'm to Trump. No.
Adia ba kwa ye. A boy ye say. First war against Galamsey. What happened, Paul?
Tell me what happened.
The entire media.
Yes.
Rose in support.
Graphic led it. Yes.
What happened? We succeeded.
Did we?
To a certain extent. But the political will went away.
The political will, no.
Oh, Basa.
And then it's always the problem.
And you're right. What it means is that the little things I learned from that first Galamsey war is that the media no yes sorry. Paul Kase in Suoni Tantra Hills. My vice president said that 2 years in the first term of Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo's government, no community, this is what Dr. Baumia said, no community would ever complain, would have water problem and toilet problem. He said it. Is Tantra Hill having water?
I don't know.
I live there. There's no water.
There's no water, okay.
Huh?
But he will get there.
No, you see, when you give me timelines, you expect me to pardon you?
You said 2 years.
You said 2 years in your first term. You haven't done that.
He's now done 4 years.
So why is the media quiet? Why are we quiet? I love Nanado. I like him. I respect him. I will continue to pray for him to be able to achieve something for this country. But when things are wrong, Abba, Massa,
okay, I get your point. I think it's fair.
Ye be na me kwa adwuma. Say yese me nsamra na me jipene se me kwa.
And then okay, they okay be beautiful. O jipene se obekọ se ya.
Wo mo 30 days ne so. Na me yere dwene ho. Na me jipene se me kwa. Me ko ka banku.
There be a program.
Program na me kwa adwene na me fa be was no me yato atwene.
There be.
This is what the media should begin to understand. Bro, I drive at night. Be fala pass na your station no no. Me fear 4 before 4:30. Na me call office.
Go for the dakwan.
And I see that, and somebody told me, say, oh, Adom-Otchere in Adom-Otchere homeless. And I say, Adom-Otchere kwan who port home.
But Adom-Otchere go for homeless one day.
I say homeless for Adom-Otchere. Me kwan me who be? Me kwan Adom-Otchere me who homeless. But homeless don't you know for two kwan so.
There be on the coats in the blankets be I know that torn.
Homeless no. Homeless no. Ne can you no.
And can you need a serious matter?
Homeless.
Can you need you need a very serious.
Homeless no. Aban dwene ne ho.
Aban dwene ho no so ampa.
You live in a country.
You
see, and mentally media no, as I say no, excuse my French, I say we can't see clearly.
Into who agree with this culture of silence here now of some making ya.
Me de aban mu ni pebia amfre me se men kama no ntum na man kama no antum obeye me bibi. Enti I don't know of this culture of silence or whatsoever. But my boss say, yeah man pressure.
No one some making. Some say and yet direct and affairs or say to see in nam kwan bebre so
right, Sam Jonah san me say small boy bit radio so did Sam Jonah tem
almost why then
hwe am sure the Sam Jonah time aje ku for ba him be di president of Ghana that time na Ghana nyina no na ye gold na oboase ho no na ye tuo ye $121 million Jay Kufuor picked him, and one man called Mr. Bannerman. Okay? And then Anglo Gold before he became home. The first 6 months
of Anglo Gold,
your revenue moving from $121 million to $365 million.
Revenue for the company and now for Ghana.
Oh, say no dear. And the more na revenue ni cost no. Now also we share na woman increase.
But by the time Anglo Gold be fair, na Ghana shares not tia kokra.
Na tiako.
But say 121 na nyina ye dia na say 365.
The golden share na
13%.
The golden share na wom. Na we he.
Anglo Gold is free mu.
Esaba ya dan samba.
Asamba.
Jay Kufuor time.
Say Esaba for banya o. Gonna go this.
Esaba. The media is quiet. Ya kwa koto Sergeant for badge. So when must have Sergeant for badge. Na we he. Na ade na
for badge energy generating
plant. Ade a square. Na you 2 round hole.
No mekai sasem.
Okay. Osaje for badge is more than $300 million. Is sitting in Western region and rotting
till today.
And you want me to keep quiet? I would not.
Yo, Captain. I'm saying okay. Atiase. And you know to say
21st century, Greater Accra, capital city of Ghana. And you want me to keep quiet? No.
So you are saying that the media should address developmental issues and failures of politicians.
The Yenja said, "Stop for me what you say, and when you say, and look,
they dealing with politicians.
These people are hungry.
Leadership.
Everything under the sun, Paul, is leadership.
That's
the rest are just effects.
That's correct. Leadership is the most important.
And if we fail, you see, sometimes you can have a good leader who is lazy. It would take the media to push that leader
to work.
Are we pushing the leaders?
And now, can I say, I think I get your point that media should do more to push our leaders to work and to lead properly. That's the only salvation for our country. And yes, sir, that's ever heard now. Arab Spring in the Beba.
We didn't say over 400 radio stations in Ghana. If one day or 1 week, the entire media houses in the whole country says, na woka memeka sefa kan ka kwaku maleke ka we ka Kofi Adom ka na we ka na we Akosua Goba na hene ka opis na ye kwa. Who told you the government will not rise? Fix the country hereby. I didn't know about started church. It is because people are asking and the media is supporting the people. Anytime you have a failed media, you have a failed country.
The fourth is the most important.
If you have a failed media, you have a failed country. And gradually we are failing as media. On my year SAE, 30% a year.
Obisi media we anto about my intima. Yenka leader no. Anyway, Captain, about 11 upon home.
Okay.
So the next 1 month we are free. When my 1 week be
maybe they
didn't come about development and
that's a high chair beba.
That's why as I'm kesi a okasha one for ya obi anim a okasha ncha wa ba.
You see, I am me home ti wo ho. Then na say oba or then a back school. A single parent or te chokodum or te mamobi or te teshi or te makola titi ni morim na ne ba every university. Esese onye adwuma ye na akwala na sambet na fie.
Yes, I heard.
Na yesa to aduane ma no so okwa asore kraje oje offering feed maame ho. The reason is that we are 35 years. Africa ya dream ya conform dodo. Paul. 35 years with 5 years working experience. Akwala no wie university at age 20. And it's our chance to be 35 years. Let us one time the mama and the papa and 15.
Now, 35 years are okay for him.
I am one newspapers name. You advertise employment.
I'm a 35-year-old person.
I am one share.
There be me.
Oh, Paul.
When some graduates, younger people, not 35 years.
Paul, I am share.
I'm some people 35 years.
See, yeah, share.
Send a middle level. Share a middle level person.
Who be we no? That Kolana we university no. But better not no asa be burden. Fortunately for them, no class will be one year church secretaries.
I know we advance so crack.
No man na was a secretary. Ada offer number kase no so fu nya no kwan. Bo so like around. Why are we doing this to the youth?
We'll get there, Capsi.
Charlie, why?
We will shake be or her. Some in the Wesley girls for now.
Enye Paul.